Talking about another franchise quarterback, can Sam Howell be a top 10 QB in the NFL? 2 straight weeks of 300-plus passing yards.
Well, again, so we keep saying, bro, like, we're going through the era change. Things change quick. I mean, not right now, but in the next couple years, if he keeps growing this fast, I'm saying it seems like it's been pretty fast growth, Like, it was very, very quickly, I was kind of like, he showed me the flashes the first couple weeks, and then against Buffalo, when they had that stinker against Buffalo, that's absolute shit show. I was like, no. Like, he fooled me, he tricked me, yada, yada. Grew up a lot from that game really quick. Hasn't really shown many of those same mistakes more than a couple times, if anything, since then, where I'm like, all right, kid's growing up quick. And that's what's crazy. Calling him a kid, but it's like, how old is Sam Howell? Hold on, quick.
Sam Howell's young. He was a 5th-round pick.
I would say he's 23.
Okay.
So Sam Howell's 23. It's like crazy. But again, you're building around a young guy. And I think the way that the team talks about him, it speaks for itself. Like Jonathan Allen was saying, like, Sam Howell's our guy. We route Sam Howell. I feel like you don't really often see that with a guy drafted at Sam Howell's position, unless they really believe it. Well, kind of even like, remember with Jalen Hurts? It was kind of like that's how I compare to, where nobody really even around the Eagles believed in him early on. But it was like, not to even compare Sam to him in that aspect, but you get what I'm saying. Where it's like, you're not sure, but the Eagles kept saying, like, no, that's our guy. Like, that guy, Jalen, that's our guy, man. Like, and even if you're like, I don't know if I believe yet. Like, they believed in it, and I think that's the most important thing you can ask for.
Yeah, I think the players obviously will know. I think it's more reliable to rely on what players say than what coaches and front offices say.
Yeah, certainly, because the difference is that the player is not directly tied to being fired or keeping their contract with said team. Right. They can get traded. They can go sign with someone else on no one without having it be a huge issue and having it be a huge news story. You get what I'm saying. It is to an extent, but not for every player. And you get what I'm saying.
No,
but the coach, there's got to be some
I understand. I mean, they have mediocre line. They have a good play caller in Eric Bieniemy. They have weapons for him to throw to. Like, it is a fairly favorable situation for Sam Howell, which is not necessarily a knock on him, but to say basically that he's in a good situation, and the year before he was taken, he was supposed to be a first-round pick. So the Commanders may have gotten a steal in him, and a team that did not get a steal in their quarterback is Mac Jones, who has just looked brutal this year.
Yeah, and let's be clear. This is where I think it's funny, though, because you see the Mac Jones apologists, they still roll my seal a little bit, but that's not as crazy as at the beginning of the year. Because hear me out. Yes, is the Patriots offense a just joke? And is there minimal skill position value? And is there all these issues with the O-line? Yes. Literally, absolutely. But on top of it, back to the thing that we're going to make the narrative here shortly when we get into one of these teams when it's time. But if you have the guy, right, like it doesn't matter how poor the situation is or any of this, you will see multiple flashes often. Yes, but you'll see the multiple flashes often. With Mac, let's be real. When is the last time that you were like, that's that flash? Like, that's just an elite moment from Mac? Just like, it just doesn't happen. Because that's the thing is, yes, in this moment in time, he's a pedestrian QB in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been injured a few times. Things changed. The regime keeps changing. His offense keeps changing. I don't blame him for being in a terrible situation. That's the thing is, it's not even his fault. And yes, could he go somewhere else and find much more success than he is finding in New England? Like, for sure. But right now, just right now, it's a joke.
Yeah. And obviously you don't have a ton of skill on the Patriots offense. Demario Douglas had a good game. Ramondre had a good game. Almost like, not his first of the year, but definitely his best of the year.
I want to say Demario Douglas for a 6th-round pick. If you're a Patriots fan, you got to love the value you got.
I mean, they can't draft receivers high, so if you can get them in the end of the rounds, more props to you.